Hello, we're sitting here with Dilruk Jayasinha. How are you?
Very good. I'm happy you nailed my name.
I did. I learned that the first time I met you.
Yes.
I took a lot of time.
Yes.
Never stuffed it up since.
You 100% since then.
How's your festival going?
It's going good. It's going really good. It's been everything you expect a festival to be. It's been fun. It's been challenging. It's been draining. It's been enlightening. It's
And
been
we are only in the
engaging.
first 4 days.
It's been crazy good. It's all the emotions.
So you've got a show called Immigrateful
That's the one.
at Acme.
Yes, correct.
I got
Can we
those
talk
right.
about the
Yeah.
title? The
Yeah.
fact that when I told you my original title, you look like you were about to throw up your dinner.
You're painting me in a really bad light, but
But I was going to reveal the title so that people then know that you weren't completely off the mark.
okay.
Well, the
so-
title that I was going to call it was going to be called... I can't even say it. I'm so embarrassed. It was
Say it.
called The Immigrate Fatsby. God, it's horrible.
And my very sensible response was,
You said something like, I'm trying everything I can to try and remove that from my brain. I think
Yeah,
something along
yeah.
those lines is what you said.
I said, try again. and you got?
Well, I had Immigrateful locked in first.
Yeah,
and then
like that
somehow
much
Immigrate Fatsby made me laugh so many times while I was thinking of, you know what? I just kind of knew it was stupid and fun, and I just went, yeah, that'll be great. I don't care if no one else likes it. But then the more I started saying the words out loud, that it made me realize how bad it is. Because in my head, I'm like, what a stupid name. That'll be hilarious.
Are you making other people say it out loud? Like,
Yeah.
I'll go see Dill's show. It's
Some
Nah.
Fatsby thing, or yeah.
what's it about?
Oh, the actual show, not Immigrate Fatsby.
I like that would have been a hypothetically completely different show.
It is. It would have actually been more about, what it is
Fatsby's.
now. Yeah. Well, it's about, the Immigrateful is about pretty much my life in Australia as an immigrant and how much I love Australia.
What do you love?
Oh man, so many things. I love, I think I just found a place that really accepted me for who I am. So I grew up in Sri Lanka for about 19 years. For 19 years of my life I was in Sri Lanka, and then I came over here for uni, and but that was about 10 years ago, and I've stuck here since. And I realized that after coming here, all the things that I struggled with in Sri Lanka were accepted here because I'm essentially a Bogan. Like I love
Well,
cheap
welcome
beer.
to the land of milk and honey.
Correct. I can walk around in thongs and tracky decks. I've flown on a plane in thongs and tracky decks, and
Yeah.
no one looked twice. At least not to my. I didn't know they were staring at me. Whereas if I did that in Sri Lanka, they'll be like, I think a lot of my dad hates the way I travel. That I travel with just loose pants and
You got to though.
yeah, well, I figure it's a long flight. I
Yeah.
just want to be comfortable. So those things like that I love about Australia. I love, beer, I love AFL, I love the people. There's just a lot that I've had here that I like. And, I just kind of wanted to tell a side of Australia that I feel like, people are forgetting that there are actually really nice people in Australia. And sometimes they're really super nice to a shy little Sri Lankan kid and encouraged him to get up and do comedy.
Well, you're so great. What are your favourite gigs to do when you're here in Melbourne?
Oh man, so many. I guess basically I like any gig where the person who's running it gives a shit. That
Yeah.
to me to really cover my. Sorry if I'm not allowed to swear. I'm not sure if
No,
I
you
said.
can
But yeah, basically anyone.
You're
who
in
can-
Australia now. Bloody fucking say what you want. You're free.
See what
You're
I mean?
free.
See what I mean? It's so nice and welcoming.
I grew up in quite a bogan part of WA,
Right.
and I like how accessible that voice is.
You just you can gain access to it when you need it.
Whenever I want it, it's right there.
Yeah.
You know,
When do you need to use it? Other than now, just scare the shit out of me.
for ironic purposes,
Okay.
whenever I need it.
Right.
But what are you enjoying about performing your show this year? Different from last year, or?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like last year was my first show I ever did, and it had about 3 years worth of material that I kind of put into one year. But that's 3 years of my first 3 years, and it was nice to know that the second show, the material actually got better, because I was really scared. I don't know if the second album syndrome kind of issue where I was like, oh my god, I worked so hard on the other one and now I only have so shorter time. But turns out that because you perform and you improve as a writer and performer, dropping the old material and the new stuff actually was better. So that was a nice thing to get out of it. And I also am just enjoying. I used to not talk about my background a lot. I kind of very deliberately. I can't believe I stumbled on deliberately. Well, I deliberately didn't want to talk about my background because I felt that being from Sri Lanka, there was an expectation going, oh, this is, I didn't want that to be my thing. I was scared that people were going to laugh at the fact that I'm saying those things rather than it actually being funny. Do you know what I mean? Because I think it's inherently interesting to hear someone's different backgrounds and different stories, so people will be naturally engaged. But I wanted them to be engaged just because it's funny. That's why I spoke a lot about jizz when I started, and I've dropped a fair bit of jizz on stages.
It's not a good
metaphorical, imaginary semen, but still semen nonetheless. And now it's very much more personal. It's a lot more...
more personal than semen. Ironic, isn't it?
I feel like semen's very public. My semen's quite public, but I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, to be honest. But
what we've been doing is we've been asking comics to plug somebody else, anyone else that you'd like to plug at the festival, and then give your details down the barrel of that camera right there is yours.
I will plug my friend Suren Jayamana. He's doing a show called Eat, Pralin, Die.
Nice.
And he's at Portland Hotel.
Excellent title.
That is a great title. It's no Immigrant Fatsby, though. He's on at 7 p.m. or 7:15 p.m., 7 p.m., something like that. 7:15, I think, at the Portland Locker Room. So he's actually in direct competition to me, which is I'm at 7 p.m.
You're just that nice a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Suren and I started out together, and I think it's kind of nice that we're both doing shows. It's a shame that we're both on at the same time. It would be good to be able to help each other out during the festival.
And yours?
I'm at 7 p.m. at Acme.
Excellent.
And it's called Immigrate.
Excellent, much better title. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'll see you so soon.
Yeah, I hope so.